I have been single literally all my life, and I am 20 years old.
Holy mother, all of her life. She's 20. She's basically just slid out of the womb.
Rotational dating means dating a few guys at the same time, and there are two major reasons why you should do it.
That's nasty. Nasty stuff. Ew, gross. Judge away. I spoil my pup with parties and trips to Paris, and my partner is just lucky to be here. He's the third wheel to her and the dog.
A man that is not genuinely interested in you is not going to care about improving the quality of your life.
Some of it is good, right? Here's the thing, honey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Jedediah Bila Show. Welcome, welcome. We are going to dive right in today, right into the clips. But first, I want to tell you who today's show is brought to you by my friends at American Hartford Gold. I've always believed in personal responsibility, taking care of your family, protecting what you've earned, and not waiting around for the government or Wall Street to do that stuff for you. But let's face it, things are getting out of control. National debt's exploding, inflation is hitting hard, the market has been dropping. You know it. If you've been relying on it to protect your future, then that should be your wake-up call. That's not fear-mongering. That's just reality. For those of us who still believe in traditional values like working hard and saving smart and providing for the people you love, we need to think seriously about how to protect our money. That's why I trust American Hartford Gold. They help you to move your savings into something real, something physical. Gold and silver, not paper promises, not digital currencies, real lasting value. You can have gold and silver delivered straight to your door. How cool is that? Or you can place it in a gold IRA that gives you powerful tax advantages. Did you hear that? Their customer service is exactly what you'd hope for. I love it. It's honest. It's helpful. It's totally committed to walking you through every step. Super helpful. They've earned an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau and the trust of thousands of families, including my family. And right now, when you make your first purchase and mention my name, mention Jedediah, you could qualify for up to $15,000 in free silver. How cool is that? Amazing. This isn't about politics. It's about being smart. It's about being prepared. It's about doing right by the people who count on you, your children, your family. Call 844-725-1818, or you can just text Bila to 65532. That's 844-725-1818, or text Bila to 65532, or you can just click on the link below. It's all going to be in the show description. All the details are below. Take control of your future because no one's going to do it for you. Start with American Hartford Gold.
We all know at this point that men will really say anything, like they will do almost anything, crazy love bombing type of behavior to make it seem like they're really interested in you. But in fact, they may not actually be interested in you at all to truly be with you. However, one indicator that he is genuinely interested in you is if he is invested in improving the quality of your life. I saw a guy make a video about this the other day, and he was spot on. A man that is not genuinely interested in you is not going to care about improving the quality of your life. But if he is genuinely interested in you, he will go out of his way to alleviate some of your struggles, some of your problems, help improve certain aspects of your life. For example, during one of my best relationships, I was really unhappy with my job. I just really didn't like it. I was struggling. It was not making me happy. And he was like, okay, well, we're going to update your resume this weekend. I'm going to help you look for jobs on LinkedIn. We're going to find some good ones for you to apply to. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you with the interview process. We're going to get you a better job that you like better. And he did. He helped me get a new job within a month. And he loved doing things like that for me. Like, masculine men feel good when they help a woman that they really like, when they take something off of her plate, when they get her appreciation.
Okay. So some of it is good, right? You're like with her on some of it, and some of it is just crazy. Interesting how so many of these TikTok girls are in New York City, right? Isn't it strange? Just saying. So she's talking about how a man who's really interested in you will invest in the quality of your life. I think that's true. If a guy really cares about you, right, he's going to really care about you. He's going to want you to be happy. He's going to want to help that to come about. Here's the thing, honey. Okay. She uses the phrase masculine man. So we got to discuss that. A masculine man is not going to see you. Let's say it's serious, right? Let's say you've been together for a while. It's not someone you just hooked up with. It's not someone you just met. This is someone you've been with for a while. You're dating. Things are getting serious, right? Exclusive relationship. And he's a masculine man. He's not going to see you struggling, stressed out, looking for a new job. I hate my job. Oh my God, I'm going crazy for my job. He's not going to sit and help you look for another job. right? That's not what a masculine man is going to do. A masculine man in that situation is going to do everything he can, especially if he's eyeing you as this could be my wife, this could be the mother of my children. He's going to try to make it right then and there so that your path is not the career path, right? So that you're not looking for another job, which, let's face it, 9 out of 10 times is going to keep you miserable. It's still stress. You're waking up. It's long hours. It's the career climb. We know what it is. He's not going to be trying to get you another job. He's going to be trying to make it so that you don't have to work, right? He's going to be getting himself another job, saying, you know what can I do here? And we all talk about how guys shouldn't go in and just roll in and start paying for everything, right? When you first meet a girl. But if it's serious, if it's somebody that you're eyeing and you're saying, hey, I might get engaged here, a masculine man is not going to want you on a bigger and bolder and more stressful career trajectory. So she's got the idea right. Like, yes, a masculine man would step in. Let's say there was something going on in your apartment, honey, right? And something was broken. He's going to rush in and make sure that's taken care of. He's going to figure out a way. Yes, at that point, if he's taking you seriously, he's angling for marriage, he's angling for an engagement, he's going to try to relieve some of that financial stress for you. Honey, not by trying to find you another job, but by trying to, what can I get in order as a man financially so that she doesn't have to work, so that she doesn't have to look at her life in a way that she's always got to be finding another job, and I can take that load off of her. That is what a genuinely masculine man would do. Now, she's in New York City. Not a lot of them masculine men out there, just saying. This sounds to me, first of all, honey, this guy that helped you, this guy that stepped in and helped you in your most dire moment where you hated your job and helped you look for another job. Where is he? He didn't make the cut? Yes, of course not, because he's a friend zone guy. It reeks of a friend zone guy. Does it not reek of a friend zone guy? Like that guy who, this guy I was dating was so helpful. I was struggling with my job and I hated it. I was stressed out. He stepped in and he got my resume in order. He made sure that we emailed all the companies I was interested in. Honey, did he cook you dinner too? Did he have an apron on? I'm just saying. This does not sound like a masculine guy. This sounds like a friend zone guy or a backup guy or a guy that you really like because, he's there for you and he does for you, but not in the way a masculine man would, in a way that the friend zone guy would. So you know what? He kind of, did he get stuck in the friend zone? Because you're not dating him anymore, right? You're talking in the past. Okay. So let's just be clear about masculine men and what they want. Yes, they step up to the plate. Yes, they want to improve the quality of your life, but they're not looking for you to get more stressed out by job number 2. Okay.
I have been single literally all my life, okay? And I am 20 years old, but I would not have it any other way because I am looking, that's the thing, like people are like, why are you still single? Like, why? I am looking for a specific relationship. A specific relationship, how I want it to be. And I am okay with being single if that means I will never get it in my lifetime. I will never settle. And I have come so far. I've been single for 20 fucking years. I have come so far to the point where, like, if I would settle, it would be a joke. It would be a joke. And the thing is like, people are like, your standards are too high. You have too high standards. But the thing is, I've seen, like, what I want from a relationship within other people. Like, I've seen it. I know it exists because I exist. So that's all you fucking need, okay? But I know it exists because I've also seen it. Like, I have a specific thing I'm looking for, and I just refuse to settle. Point blank, period. Does that make me cold-hearted and heartless with men? Maybe, okay? Because I just don't fucking entertain everybody on the block. But the thing is, like, I just don't care. I have curated such a close relationship with me, myself, and I, okay? It's true, though. I have such a close relationship with myself, and I have made my life to be what I've wanted it to be forever, and I give everything that I want to myself, and I have such an amazing family and amazing friends that, like...
Okay, let's stop it here. Lest we all lose our minds. Right. Okay. Was your head spinning? I mean, come on. First of all, holy mother of earth. She says she's been single all of her life. She's 20. She's 20. She's basically just slid out of the womb, right? She's 20 years old. She's been alive as an adult for a hot minute. And she's making this video like she's knows something, right? It's so funny. When I was younger, when I was like 19, 20, I was smart enough to know I didn't know shit about dating. And I was very open about that. I was like, I don't know how to do this. Like, these young girls are so brainwashed. The reason I pulled this video for you is because I want you to see how young the brainwashing happens. This is a 20-year-old child, right? She looks like a child. She sounds like a child mimicking feminist adult talking points, and it's deeply sad. She says she's been single all of her life. She even says at one point, I've been single for 20 years. Like 17 of those, you were a minor, love. I've been single. I was single at 4. I was single at 8. Honey, you're come now, love. Okay. Yes, you've been single as an adult for like 2 years. So this is what the brainwashing looks like, right? She's already got all the talking points. 20-year-old girl, okay? She's already got all the talking points. I'm okay with being single forever. Forever. You know what? I'm not going to settle. If it means I have to settle, I will be alone forever. She's got that talking point down, right? Check. She says, I've seen everything I want in a relationship. It's just not there for me right now, and I'm okay with passing all the men by. She's got that talking point she got from some miserable, 45-year-old woman that never found a husband, never had children, now trying to justify all the stuff. Instead of giving good advice to young people, she's given crap advice, and now this young girl is echoing this nonsense, right? She's saying, oh, yeah, I have curated a very special relationship with myself. Honey, you're 20 years old. You don't even know you yet. Where did you get that talking point from? Let me guess. An older feminist who said, I have discovered a relationship with myself and I don't need a man. And now you were like, yeah, it sounds so cool. I'm an empowered woman too, even though I'm, 11. Let me say that. All the BS. So I would like you, first of all, see the BS, right? It's sad to me. This is a young girl who is at the very start of her adult life, who could be prioritizing the right things and instead has chosen to swallow all this feminist crap that's going to lead her nowhere. I would like to, if this young girl follows all these talking points that she said, oh yeah, I'm okay being single and guys are this and that. And, this is BS. I've seen it and I've curated a relationship with myself. I don't need a man. If she follows all that, let's follow this girl and let's check back in at like 38. Oh, I don't know what I did wrong. Something went wrong along the way. I'm alone. You see like her cat walking in the background or like multiple cats. She's the cat lady now. I'm not going on another day. I can't do it. She's trying to, think about her fertility. She's got all this stress. Young women listening, stop listening to feminists. They will wreck your entire life. You will internalize this bull, this nonsense. I don't need a man. I can do it myself. Hoo-hoo. And you'll feel really good about it at 20 and 19. Right? You're at your peak looks-wise. You're just entering the dating marketplace. Fertility's here. You've got a lot of time. You're feeling on top of the world. You internalize all this crap that the feminists told you. I don't need a man, all this stuff. And suddenly time just flies. 20 years can go by of you living that lie. And then you wake up in a panic, right? And you're looking for somebody to fix it. I don't know, Prince Charming to show up and just magically, the fairy godmother comes in and waves that wand and there's like a little horse and carriage now taking you to the castle, honey. Only that's not real life. And you're not Cinderella, right? We got to live in realism. Tell these older feminists that are lying to you to take a walk. Don't listen to their garbage and start listening to people like me and to yourself, because deep down inside, this is crap. You got to self-reflect. I know you're young and you are, vulnerable to this crap. Stop. This is why also young kids on TikTok, man, it's a nightmare because they're like, oh, is that me? Oh, that's amazing. Like they're very impressionable. We didn't have this growing up. We just had, we talked to our parents. We talked to somebody we knew, a cousin or somebody that we trusted, not some, miserable people on TikTok trying to make you miserable too so that their miserable club grows. That's what this is. Sad. Number 3 is an article from the New York Post. Oh, Lord. Oh, here we go. And it says, I love my dog more than my spouse. I spoil my pup with parties and trips to Paris. And my partner is just lucky to be here. Can you imagine? Let's read a little bit of it. Every morning, Elsie Gonzalez, a married mom of 4, rolls over in bed and smooches the love of her life. That would be her 1-year-old Maltipoo pooch, Massimo. A fluffy fur ball she takes everywhere, from the office to France and even the bathroom. She sits on the ball with the dog. Oh, man. Instead of giving my husband Alex a kiss, I wake up and give Massimo all my kisses. Elise, 44, a divorce attorney. Oh, honey. Interesting. A divorce attorney. From Jersey City, New Jersey, of course. Told the Post, the Northeast is always full of this nonsense. I'm from there. It's the same before we go to sleep at night. If Alex is looking for a little loving from his wife, even on their wedding anniversary, he's barking up the wrong tree. If I'd gotten this dog before I got married, Elise said, my husband might not exist. She thinks it's funny, right? This is interesting. When his job tapped him to travel to Paris last year, a work trip he hoped would double as a romantic rendezvous with his bride, Alex found himself tagging along as the third wheel to Elise and Massimo's Mommy and Me tour. He's the third wheel to her and the dog. I do love my husband, she said, but he knew that if I couldn't bring the dog, I wasn't going to Paris. Alex, the poor guy, and we'll call him for the sake of, being more accurate, the idiot, jokingly tells the Post he's learned to cope with the pain of being last on Elsie's list. Okay, so can we just talk about what is this guy doing? This guy's a grown-ass man. Can you imagine the humiliation? You're a grown-ass man and you're featured in an article in the New York Post that your wife sleeps with the dog and kisses the dog and the first thing in the morning and goes to the bathroom with the dog and wouldn't have gone on a romantic trip with you if the dog wasn't there. And you're like, oh, yeah, you're putting up with it? Like some type of loser? Oh, what's he supposed to do, Chad? He got into... What is he supposed to do? Be a man. Go to your wife and say, listen, honey, I'm sorry. I love the dog too, but the dog's not going to sleep in the bed. The dog's going to sleep on the floor. Or, maybe you don't care if the dog sleeps on the bed, but I am not playing second fiddle to a dog. So if it doesn't change, if things don't change, she's 44 years old. I'm assuming the guy's he looks from the photos like he's around her age. If things don't change, love, I'm done. Because I'm not married to I'm not in, a triangular marriage here. A threesome with a dog, right? Threesome marriage, we'll call it. I'm not saying she's doing anything nasty with the dog. Don't be reading into things I'm not saying. I'm not involved in a marriage with the dog. Put down an ultimatum. Guys, this is a perfect example of you need to put down an ultimatum. You're playing second fiddle to a dog in your house and you're not putting down an ultimatum. And you know what? If she doesn't like it, I'm not somebody who's a fan of divorce, but this guy's living a horrible, miserable life. Let's be honest. You know what I would say to her? Listen, honey, you have me now playing second fiddle to a dog in the house? Cute multi-poo and all, but I'm not playing second fiddle to a dog. So if it doesn't change, your divorce attorney license will get a great workout and you can work out some paperwork for us because I'm not living the next 30, 40, 50, however many years I have left in my life playing second fiddle to a dog. Do you think this guy's getting any? You know what I'm talking about in the bedroom. You think this guy's getting any action? Zero. His wife basically said, I'm not going on a trip with you unless the dog is there. You think he's either got a spicy sex life going on? This guy's not getting any action. This is a nightmare situation for him. Guys, if you're in a marriage, by the way, and you're not getting any, right? If you weren't getting any, we're talking about sex. If you weren't getting any before you got married and you signed up for that and that's how it was before, that's on you, honey. That's your problem. You made a bad decision. That's you. That's on you. But if everything was cool and it was all romance and everything was happening, and then you get married and suddenly there's no sex and you're being told, no, you don't want, I'm not in the mood. I have a headache. And not tonight. Ooh, if you're getting all that and it's constant, you go to her and you say, listen, this is an important part of my marriage. I love you. I'm attracted to you. This is an important part of health. This is an important part of interaction and intimacy. I'm not living in my marriage, in any marriage, where this component of a marriage that is a healthy and natural part of a marriage is not there. So what's it going to be? Because I'm not doing this. This is not, you want to go talk it out with somebody. What do you want to do to fix this? And oftentimes the women will say nothing. They don't want to do anything to fix it. They don't want to, no, that's not going to, you got to put an ultimatum down. You have to, if that's going on in your relationship. And by the way, this does not often happen the other way around. I've only seen it twice. 2 people came to me and said, this is happening. My husband doesn't want to be intimate with me. And my first question was, oh, really? Well, who is he being intimate with then? Let's be real. Come on. He's not just doing nothing, right? So what's going on here? And what's wrong in the house, in the dynamic? Something's wrong here, right? But it shouldn't be tolerated either way. That intimacy is a very important part of a relationship. It bonds you to each other. I think Rollo always says, when I asked him what was the key to a long, happy marriage, he was like, great sex. And it's true, because it's what it bonds you. It's the bodies, the scent, all the chemistry, all the chemicals that are released. Bottom line is, this guy is behaving like a loser, and she knows it. She's got him wrapped around her finger, and frankly, the dog has him wrapped around her finger. Cute dog as it is, it's a dog, honey.
Rotational dating means dating a few guys at the same time, and there are two major reasons why you should do it. Number one, think of it as the Olympics. You've got 3 medalists, the gold, the silver, and the bronze. Obviously, gold is your favorite person. And when you don't put all eggs in one basket, your energy is fun and light. And this is very attractive to men because men like a girl who's happy and has her own thing going on. On the other hand, desperation and dense energy repel them. Number two, most important, is going to protect your heart and your mental sanity. For example, if one of the guys that you're dating is a narcissist and he's making degrading comments or he's trying to gaslight you, if you're only dating this person, very likely you will fall into the trap. And it's very easy for you to start doubting yourself. Oh, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe he's telling the truth. That's very dangerous. But if you're dating other guys as well, it's very obvious that the only person who's gaslighting you, he is the problem. You're not, because the other 2 guys are not doing the same thing. I have to be clear though, when I say dating a few guys, I mean going on dates with a few men and get to know them and be friends with them. I don't mean sleeping around. Although it's a free country, so if you do that, I don't judge you, but I don't recommend doing that. If you've learned something from my video today and you want to learn more about the rules of dating, comment the word masterclass below. I'll send you a link to register for my free dating masterclass.
Okay. All right. So she comes in at the end and says she doesn't recommend you, sleeping with all the guys. She's talking about having a rotation of guys, at least 3. She calls them the gold, the silver, and the bronze. And interesting, whatever. She says she doesn't encourage you, but notice how she's afraid to judge. I'm not so afraid, right? She says at the end, well, I'm not telling you to sleep with all these guys, but if you do, I'm not going to judge you. It's a free country, do whatever. I will. That's nasty, right? You got a rotation of guys, and if you were sleeping with them, nasty stuff. Ew, gross. Done. Judge away. Listen, I hate that too. Let me just say, everyone's saying, don't be judgmental. Those people want to get away with bad behavior, right? Bad behavior is meant to be judged. You have to call it out. You have to call out, you have to call out badly behaved everyone. You have to say that's disrespect, right? You got to call out the bad stuff. Why is it only okay to call it out when men do it, right? When men do it, it's misogyny. We have the whole list of things. But when women do, you can't call out bad behavior because somehow it's judgmental. Yes, bad behavior is meant to be judged. You're meant to say that is unkind, that is disrespectful, that is wrong. There's a right and a wrong in this world. Can we not call out murder now because it's somebody might get their feelings hurt, the murderer? I mean, we're getting into really sick turf. I'm not afraid to hurt people's feelings. If you're behaving badly, you need to be called out, and maybe you'll learn something and behave better. It's just the way it goes. Grow up, people, right? Not you, audience, but people at large. Also, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. I'm going to interrupt this right now. Some of y'all are here hanging out, but you got to hit subscribe. You got to hit like. Show some love. All right, back to the video. So she says she's got 3 guys, let's say, a gold, a silver, and a bronze. Can I ask you, if you've already characterized 3 guys, first of all, I don't like this advice at all. Ladies, don't juggle. But let's say you've got 3 guys, a gold, a silver, and a bronze, and you've already decided that one guy is a gold. Okay. If you've made that decision that guy is the gold and you like that guy way better than the other 2, what are you doing with the other 2 guys, right? You've already said, well, Jack is my favorite. And now you're just going through the motions with the other 2. That's disrespectful to the other 2 guys. You've already decided you're not really into them, right? You've already made that decision. So why are you dragging them through this process? Why? Because oftentimes women are afraid that gold, that guy they put up top, isn't going to like them enough. It's going to hurt their feelings. It's going to whatever. And they've got 2 backups, right? Waiting in the back. This is not the way adults should date, really. If you've decided already that you like one person more than the others, then give that guy a shot. Don't be afraid to focus on that guy. Let me tell you, she talks about how men like light energy and airy energy. That's true. Men don't want stressful, crazy energy. When you're light and you're fun, that's enjoyable. But they don't want that light, fun energy to come because you've spread yourself thin over a bunch of guys. Because if they find out that you're also dating a bunch of other guys, it's an immediate turnoff for them. Because that means you don't like them that much, right? You're not willing to prioritize them. You're not willing to put all your eggs in one basket because they're not enough. You're not into them, right? Or you're the kind of girl that needs to protect their ego so fully and so constantly that you're afraid of rejection to such an extent that you won't focus on the one guy you've already decided you like out of fear that he won't like you back. And oh no, there won't be 2 other guys here to tell me how pretty I am when I come home from that date. That's lame. Got to grow up, honey. Got to grow up. Be an adult. This is not adult behavior. And people will say, well, isn't this what dating is? Yes. If you're just out there, you're like, well, they're all I kind of, I'm not doing anything physical with them, but I kind of like them all. That's different. She's saying she already has a tier. This is the goal. This is the guy, right? This is the guy I really like. These two, not so much. If you can do that, then just forget the two. Let's save yourself and them some time, energy, and money. And just be like, it's not working out. That's what an adult would do in this situation. Then she says also to protect your heart. Again, she's telling you right there, I got to protect my heart because if I put all my eggs in the gold basket and he rejects me, I'm crying. But I have these two other guys that can text me all night and tell me how pretty I am and then I feel better. Grow up, honey. Grow up. Stop. You're going to get rejected in life. Not everyone's going to think you're the most amazing, most beautiful thing that ever walked. It's a lesson. You move on. Next. You don't need to have a roster of men behind you to constantly be telling you how gorgeous you are in case the one guy you really like says you're not for me. We all such fragile egos. Everyone's like, what, a 13-year-old girl in middle school now? Is that high school? Teens high school, whatever. She also says this, which is the babyfication, I call it, or infantilization of young people now. She says, well, if the guy's a narcissist, you won't know. You won't know that he's a narcissist, and you might think it's you. If a guy's behaving really badly, but you don't have two other guys to compare him to, you won't know. Are you a moron? Are you a grown adult woman in the dating market, or are you an idiot and a baby? What do you mean? You need two other guys that are you need two other guys in the mix to tell you that the one guy that's treating you badly is treating you badly? You don't just know? Who raised these people? You're dating a guy, he's treating you badly, things aren't going well, he's disrespectful, or he's a narcissist or whatever. Done. You're done. You say, okay, this isn't for me. You don't need two other guys. Oh, well, this guy didn't do that. She's making it like she needs the two other guys so that she knows it's not her. What? Man, dating is a mess. I got to have 3 or 4 guys because, if this guy treats me bad, I won't know unless these other guys treat me well. What? Who raised you, honey? You can't tell if somebody's treating you with disrespect just because they're treating you with disrespect? Holy good Lord. God. Another article, but this, This is from the New York Post as well. New York Post is always, got a lot of this stuff. Let's just say, this is the headline. Y'all ready? Husband sparks backlash for telling wife there's no excuse for not knowing how to cook, and people are on his side. Well, it's not just that she doesn't know how to cook. She's serving raw food to everybody. Nasty. Ooh. Listen, one woman's cooking is on the chopping block after her husband finally admitted that her meals have been nearly inedible. 8 years into their marriage. This guy's putting up with this 8 years. Put a big number 8 on the page. Woo! 8 years? Ooh. The anonymous man took to Reddit. He took to Reddit to air out his frustration, saying his spouse has the confidence of a seasoned chef, but produces unappetizing and potentially, this is the best part, potentially dangerous dishes. In fact, the situation is so dire that the husband, 29, got married young, is scared she's going to kill someone one day. Direct quote. With undercooked meat, and feels the need, he has to watch her like a hawk. He's got to go into the kitchen to make sure she's cooking meat. Honey, what are you doing? She undercooks just about everything, especially meat. And no matter how many times I try to politely correct her, she claims I'm being picky. He's being picky because he don't want the meat raw. Okay. He explained, adding that they split household responsibilities 50-50, including kitchen time. There's the golden nugget. I always look for the golden nugget. We're going to get back to that. Just the other night, the husband explained his wife cooked chicken in the oven while he was taking a shower. And he was shocked when she claimed it was ready just 10 minutes later. What chicken do you know takes 10 minutes? She argued that because she pan-seared the meat before putting it in the oven, it was fine. But upon further inspection, the sides were literally pink, he says, in quotes. She said she thought it was done, and it's not her fault. Her mother never showed her how to cook chicken growing up. The man says he then told her, well, you're almost 30. That's no excuse for not knowing how to cook. So she sent, oh, God, oof. And wait, this is the best. He goes to Reddit, and he says he admits he could be kinder. What? He asked Redditors to ask, how do I handle the situation? This is a grown man, 29-year-old man, doesn't know how to handle the situation. He's married to a woman. He's 8 years into a marriage. He got married at 21. 8 years. This woman is serving him raw food, nasty stuff, and he can't even figure out that it's time, maybe, love, sugar muffin, to go to your wife and say, listen, honey, you're the wife of the house. You're supposed to know how to do this stuff. Yeah, I said it. You're serving raw meat and undercooked stuff to us. And he goes on to say to strangers that come to the house, friends, family, this is going to stop. You got to fix this. This is part of your job, love. I don't care that your mama didn't teach you how to cook chicken. You're almost 30 years old. You couldn't figure it out. She couldn't go online or something and figure out how to make some chicken that's not undercooked. You got a lazy woman. Lazy. And you know why she's lazy? Because she's getting away with it. She's 8 years into a marriage serving raw meat. And the guy's just like, maybe you want to cook that a little more, babe, because he's afraid to rock the boat. Doormat. He also says that they split household responsibilities 50-50. Why? All right. Now, maybe they both work. I don't know what the situation here is. I would love to know, do they split everything 50-50? Are they 50-50, paying the bills? Are they maybe they are. I'm not going to, sounds like a little bit of a messed up house, if you know what I mean. So who knows? But that's something, there's a red flag right there. Oh, if we split our house responsibilities exactly 50-50. All right. Is everything else split 50-50? I would hope so. I hope so for the guy. I hope so. He's eating raw meat at the table, undercooked rice, all this stuff. And I'm not sure what you're getting out of it, honey. Maybe stuff that we don't know that's not revealed in the article. Here's the thing, guys. Again, you're in a situation, you're in a marriage. Why does it take 8 years? It doesn't take 8 years for a grown man who's got his head on straight to go to his wife and say, again, honey, we're married. You may not know this, but you're the wife. You need to figure out how to do this. You can't just say, Mama didn't teach me how to cook chicken, so I'm going to serve it raw. You can't do that, okay? You can't, you do this can't go on. I'm not eating raw meat. I'm not eating food that's inedible. We're not able to invite people over. He goes on to say that people don't want to come to the house and eat because the food is nasty. Ultimatum, just put it down. Listen, you got to figure this out, honey. You got to figure this out. You can't be cooking food like this. Guys, stop being so afraid. Like, you're walking on eggshells around your house all the time. You can't even tell your wife that she doesn't know how to cook. The food is inedible. It's raw half the time. And no, you're not going to order Domino's when she messes it up. You can't even speak up and say, I want a nice cooked meal. What the heck is this nonsense? Grow a pair. Grow a pair. Oh, I'm so tired. These guys with no, you know what? No balls. Oh, my gosh. Oh, I don't know. It's not raw. I pan-seared it. It's all pink, nasty. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. It has been an absolute blast as always. And we'll be back here soon enough. Love you. Bye.